So for the last few years, there's been some looking into, well, how has this shifted over time? Because we do have different expectations in the work world. So if we're talking to executives, we're now finding that there is a new version of that gravitas, communication, and appearance. And the gravitas piece now is about inclusiveness. Are you making sure people are in with you in that meeting? That you set them up for success before they come into the room. You respect them. You demonstrate that respect in terms of how you listen to them and reach out to them and ask questions. That idea of really building off the collective genius in that space. The communication piece is authenticity. And I just heard something recently, and I love this. It was the idea of authenticity with context. So that idea of, and I've had people push back on me, I need to be authentic. Ultimately, their colleagues are all calling them authentic jerks, but they want to be authentic. And what I would say when it comes to executive presence is, let's just say you got invited to two weddings in 1 week. The first one was on the beach, and they told you, hey, we're wearing sandals, flip-flops, and shorts. So you'd show up to that wedding dressed appropriately, I'm guessing, for a beach wedding. The very next wedding is going to be in a more formal, old school, traditional house of worship. And whether it's a synagogue or a mosque or a church, cathedral, you would probably be dressing a little bit different for that wedding. You're probably not going to show up in flip-flops and shorts if you're there to show respect. So it's this idea of what's the new normal for your dress code, and are you showing up in a way that demonstrates an understanding of that? The unspoken codes of, this is what formal looks like for us, this is what informal or business casual looks like for us. We're going to dive into that a little bit deeper in a moment. But I just want to call these three things out because, as you can see, it really is more about not just somebody standing in front saying, I've got a really well-organized message. That's important. But it's, I've got this organized message, and I'm here to make sure you understand it. And I want to make sure we're connecting on what that message is.